Hello, now then, welcome back. This is episode 20 of the Iron Glide Iron Teeth hard mode playthrough. We are in day 29, day 3. Everything is going swimmingly, I suppose, right now. We spent some time and effort last time sorting out the trees, as we are dangerously low. We may need to send the beavers up and about to pick out some of the bits and pieces that we have scattered about, and potentially look to check out some of these trees. We also started this power abomination in here. So this is going to take a while to do, but if we just dip underneath here slightly, we can see that there's a lot to build. It is going to be an interesting one, as we definitely do not have the resources to build all of this. And so begins probably quite a number of episodes of dealing with the ramifications of me deciding that this was a good idea. However, I have every faith the beavers can sort us out. We do have a bit of a shortage of beavers, and we are going to tackle that first. So we have quite a few of the old style breeding pods here, which have got obviously the beavers that are nearly in. I don't think we can delete any of these because they're mostly done. Could just wait for this guy to finish. So let's just get paused on the delete key. Good, and I think this one. Yeah, it wasn't nearly done, but it's fine. And so we need to get in the good one. So we put in 4 more last time, but that is not anywhere near enough to boost up the beavers. We also have a homeless population, which needs to be also fixed. So, as per, I'm gonna chuck that to be built. And I can't remember if I built these first, but we are also cheesing the landscaping of this. In hindsight, it was probably easier to use the dynamite, but I mean, they didn't have to build ladders. So with this, eventually, if they lay all this in, we will be able to blow all of this up. We have a drought approaching in 3 days. Okay, so hopefully they can pump enough water to make it worth our while. What I am wondering is if I just redo all of this to make it a non-issue and just get stairs done and dynamite. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's just take all of that out. I mean, we got a little bit of space, I suppose. But yes, the stairs are going to go in. I'm just going to suck it up. Get that in. And just landscape it as we probably should have done in the first place. So that's one. That is one. Because they're overhangs. I think. Probably. Oh, they actually hollowed it out. That's quite cool. Fair enough. That'll be a 2. That'll be a 1. And then it's gonna be probably just a sea of 3s. It's a bit of wasteful, I know, but yeah, we're gonna just go for it. There's no real easy way to get all of this bit done under here either, so they never started it, so we're just gonna rip it out. Be careful with what we actually delete here. Let's just deal with that. And again, it's going to be a case of... Path, please. Yes, thank you. Delete. Yes. You guessed it. More stairs. Is there a 2 to get up? No, there isn't. So, going to be this guy, followed by another one of these. And we should... We help some things. The old kaboom key is back, so K to blow up. Let's... We get these in, then they can at least... Where can we? Then they can at least sort out a lot of the issues, shall we say, with the trees, which is our biggest problem at the minute. Yeah, let's go with ones there. I think these are going to be 2s, so I think we were sort of digging out to this kind of area. Just to stop any issues with that. And these 2 foresters should plant enough trees to be able to do that. I may consider, while that gets worked on, planting pines just to get the stocks rolling. Less than ideal, I know, but we will work on that as we get to it. I think we're going to need to sacrifice for the greater good some of these trees. I mean, we're not really using pine resin for anything. In fact, are we? Don't think we are. The mine isn't a thing yet. None of these need them. The houses don't need them. They're just logs. It's not really even for bots. Okay, so the grease factory randomly needs 20 of them. So, I am going to take it upon ourselves to decide that it's going to be a good thing for us to rip out this bad boy. Make that the most important thing in all creation. Oh good, someone's on it while they're still here. Perfect, lovely stuff. Well, we can lay in then the old wood cuttery. And yeah, literally just say goodbye to everything here. Okay, so there's our drought. I suppose what we can do is tidy up this. And that random spot. So, what did we get to the water-wise? 16,000. It's not too bad. We added all these extra ones last time as well, so these guys... well, this guy's useless, as he cannot reach anything, so... What we will do is just pause it. I can't be dealing with him right now. Again, need to blast this down, and when we get some of the good stuff laid in from that point of view. Did I not take these out? Oh, I didn't. Never mind. Oh well. We'll leave them to it. we can always enjoy this bit of cheesing, I suppose. I mean, you could just do this. There you go. So they'll blow that out. We'll delete all these and we'll get all that space back, which will suit us nicely. Let's go back up. Right, so I don't even think they're looking at that, which is okay for now. Has this been built? It has not, so thank you. So we do have the odd oak coming in, but we do not have many. Aha, aha, aha. Please cut these down too. I don't think we're going to be celebrating too much with the amount of oaks we're going to get out of that, but every little helps, I suppose. I suppose we need to have this back cut in, so while we're playing around with the cutting tool, let's just rip all that out. I think that's everything up here. This was just to clear out the area for everything. We could send them around to get some of these, but it's a bit of a long way for them to go. Could use the tubes. Again, probably a little bit much. What I did figure out last time, which again, I'm not going to build it. Well, I mean, I could build it. Was the water dump that used to be in here somewhere, which has now disappeared because I've deleted it, but it was keeping some of the area alive. Because we could dig sort of a hole to keep this part alive. What is probably going to be better for us to do is just create a little pit, like so. And with that, we should be able to retain a little pool of water. It will evaporate eventually, but it should obviously evaporate after most everything else has gone. So that's keeping that steady. I'll let that fill up. So we are out of dynamite again, which is a pretty standard story. But we can kaboom that and get in these extra stairs. I will work. Yes, good. So they can then lay the dynamite in there first before anywhere else, because then we can use this pit to keep these alive. As I always find it weird that when these eventually do die, these ones here on this side were okay because they were kept wet. But it says 6 days, but then it said 16 days. But I think that was because of the water dump that's underneath here that keeps most of this area green. I don't know why they don't replant stuff. Is it because I need to tick that? Yes, it is. And why don't you? Aha, yes, okay, fine. They will sort that when they can. Can't reach those. So we are still desperately short of beavers, so I think in this little area here we have some spare beds, which is good. But what I think will be an advantage for us to have is some more breeding pods up here. So I'm gonna just chuck those in, and reason for that and left the spaces because we can put some warehouse in here. We have a little path. However they end up getting laid out. So I guess facing that way, so we could probably get another one in here. Can I remember where they are? Thank you. They will get to that when they can, so... Okay, so... Is that those in? Yes it is, so let's just kaboom that. So that is going to be our... not really self-filling, because there'll be no water dump in there. But that will allow us to keep this area slightly ahead of this running out completely. I hope, at least that's the plan. We've nearly got rid of all of that, so good news for these beavers is that they can now finally return to doing whatever it is that I need them to do. So again, it's jobs for the beavers, so we should have all of the builders up in here, yes, which is good. And can we fit in? No, we cannot. Okay. Well, good news. There is a space for a hauling post, so as I desperately think we need haulers, so I'm going to get that built first. I'm hoping that they can build that from the tubes. Again, logs and planks. Yeah, we're out of planks as well. That's just as bad. So let's just blow up some little bits down here. Plant me some trees. We're starting to get some out of here. That's exactly what we need to have right now. And then if we blast further this way, we can flatten it all out and then get even more growing. But we will need to put another water dump in for that to work. And it shouldn't take us too long, I don't think. We're getting on down here, so let's just have a look. They are pretty close, actually. What's that? 5, 10, 15? Yeah, not many. Still quite a lot of resources, and we should be able to use that little cheat sheet to pick up some of the spare bits and pieces. There's a lot of planks down there, and there were some down here. So let's get all that picked up, because that would be good for storage. So, good. Right. So, there's quite a lot of spare beavers, actually. And we already have homeless beavers. I'm not entirely sure how we've managed that already, but okay. Maybe this won't be for storage. Maybe it will be for houses. Okay, fine. So let's again lay these in. Hoped we would be able to do a bit of a sneaky on that one, but don't think we're that lucky. So we'll just leave them to get round to it as and when they can. They should be cutting these down. Yes, they are. So this is probably saving our beaver behinds. Oh. There we go. Probably help. So that's extract, so that's... Yeah, we're kind of stuck at this point for extract, given the fact that we've got no space to put a little tank or whatnot for them to make that a bit more efficient down here. But we will... Oh, has that been built? Yes, it has. In fact, where are all the haulers? I think they're full. Yes, they are. Okay, fine. So hopefully with 50 beavers, we should be able to get things moved around as needed. Yeah, not particularly well. This army of beavers here will get that sorted sooner rather than later. Going to probably kill a beaver, but okay, I didn't kill a beaver. That was very lucky. But while the trees are here, I'm hoping once this goes that the water will stretch that way, although that's probably not the best position, to be fair. But they'll plant what they can plant, and I'll take it as a win. Good. Right, these are starting to come in, so that should fix a lot of these issues. Good, so we've got 300 planks now. Happy days. What I'll probably do is unplant this area so it can just grow naturally. So they can fill themselves back in, I think. That's how this works. That'd take a while, but I don't know if the planted trees can then grow, so I've just unplanted the extra row, and that should allow that to occur. Is this done yet? Nearly. And then we can watch the mountain disappear. Okay. So they've now decided this is the most important thing in our creation. Okay, so let's fix that by saying, please deal with this. Thank you very much. And okay, that already is. And this. That. And these. And these. I'm hoping... Yeah, okay. There they are. Good. So, slight miscalculation on the priorities, although this is still set to standard, so we shall see how that works out for us soon. We probably are going to need to start looking at power for... I think a dirt excavator to form this channel in here is going to be something we're going to need. Maybe not yet, but we'll keep that under consideration. I wasn't entirely sure where to stick it because it's one of these ones that wherever it is, it's under landscaping. It's not a massive thing, but it needs to sit somewhere where we can just sort of dig out down forever, which I don't really want to cut into any of this. And obviously that's the main path through there. And we can't put it here. We can put it there, I suppose. But getting anyone in there is going to be a bit painful. We don't really run the power anywhere else. Although... we could, in theory. Why can't you go in here? Exactly. Fine. Be awkward. There's loads of trees in the way, so we can't do much with that. Lasai. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to go up here somewhere. Because I want to. I don't want to cut into this because I need the channels to run down into there. So kind of stuck. But I do need to fill in some of this pit, I think. Is this all blown out now? Yes, it is. Okay. So, with the power and majesty of... and this, we should be able to cheese this mountain out the way. So, say goodbye to that. Beautiful. Look at that. Extra space, free of charge. And oaks, please. What's the range on this guy? Can get it all, but cutting it all is probably going to be a bit more of a pain, so I think while we can. And they're nearly done with this. These are just waiting for actual explosives. That's the same for all of them. Yeah, alright, so we just need 3 more of those, which are in stock. Hopefully they're making their way here. Just this one more. Let's go. Okay, and kaboom to these. And we can actually plant quite a bit. Alright, so we just need to quickly landscape these. So 2 with here. Super prioritize, please. Just a single on here. And while we are waiting, let's oakify this area. Boom, and stairs in here either, so I'm going to get rid of that. Although we do have 2, so I'm going to get rid of that and put another oak back in there and delete the path. And oakify this also. With any luck, they'll be able to get that ripped out for us as soon as possible. This guy, anyway. Anytime you like. These. For me. For beaver kind. I'll literally pay you with, well, food and water. Thank you. Kaboom that. And we can plant that final oak. Right, so I think this area is going to be okay. We do not need this guy or this guy. But with any luck, Yeah, I can still plant that. Oh, it begins with more planting. But with any luck, we should be able to. So we're getting on here. So okay, it's everything's getting sunk into levees, which I guess is fine. Given we have some spare beavers, I'm half tempted. Get those in. May as well use them while we've got them, because they're not doing much of all else, so it's going to be a benefit to us. So they've pumped all this dry. I'll keep some in because I'll forget to turn them back on. And with that, we should get quite a few extra in the old beaver force. How have we got homeless beavers? More of them. Makes no sense. Alright, fair enough. Just smile and wave. Yes, this shouldn't be too much longer, but this is going to help. These numbers should be going up, and they'll be sunk straight into this. I do want to use the cheesing tunnel technology to get down into here, because I want to blow the side off this, which means building the abomination staircase I took out from last time. So if we go all the way down, we did create a path towards the water is going to basically flow like an S to all of this. There are several other people who have done very similar things, but right now it flooded into here, so I just need to get the beavers down here at some point to block this off. But we'll build the staircase this way and I'll keep everything safe, and then basically I just want to get the tunnels down in here. It's basically like 2 from each side, something like that. He says doing 3, 1, and then if we blow all this out, we'll have a nice little L shape on the L shape, U shaped carved into the side of the mountain, so we can see what the mole's spinning, which I think will look quite pretty if it ever gets built. So we have 7 days left, which is okay. That's nearly halfway done. It's extracts. These all got extract. Yeah, so we are literally waiting for those to come in. That's fine. We didn't do too badly of not being able to plant everything, so that's okay. Would have been a bit close this way, it would have been less of a problem. And what I do want to do is get these all picked up. I don't think we have the storage to do that, but we could always make some. So let's just chuck another pile in. Building like I have all the resources in the world, but yeah, well, we kind of do. Sort of, kind of. Once that's in, they should be able to pick all of these up and get them to some storage somewhere, as the planks are going to be very handy. I don't know if in this... They all... Oh, they are planks. Okay, fine. So yeah. Gonna need a fair few. Hopefully you can see the vision. So what's going to happen is it's going to pour in here, run across the top, drop down to the next level. Go up slightly. That'll run all the way across here, which doesn't have any wheels on yet, but it will. And then it will go down to the next level, which has got wheels on it, and run from here all the way down to there, and drop down into this little bit, which then goes down to the next level here, which is the final one, and then we'll have all of these running that way, and I'm hoping they can build it all. As getting into it after the fact will be quite painful. With these in, these are, again, not really cheesing, but construction cranes should sort us out. So let's see how they're getting on here. So they have all this done, so let's kaboom this. And through an absolute grave error mistake on my part, I cannot, it seems, count. Which is great. So let's just rip that out, and that out. We will get there. I promise we will get there. Guess we will need to be a little bit careful of this here, actually. Contamination may ruin the idea of this side. I prioritize these. I want to get this done. If I was clever, which I am not. Which I am not. I am not. These would be twos. If you've was shouting wildly at your screen, you would be correct. So, little kind of stuck behind there. We've got 4.5 days before half of the beaver force disappears back into the pumps. But that will be not so much of an issue. We are still okay for the metal. We do have these built down here. These have been on the cards for a very long time, since day one, to take that out. But we probably are approaching mine territory as well. It's the easiest way to get them across. It's probably going to be tubes. I think that is probably the best idea we've got. Yeah, it's going to be tubes. From where? I don't know. Maybe across there? Or just from here? Probably just from here, actually. Just another one out the side, I think, and then get a station in. Probably wherever they are. I guess here. I guess we might need some space actually. So we just set up this little area. It's a this little thing. Yeah, so we'll just run that into there, and then we'll get some of that, and then the mine. It does need sparkly planks and extract as well, so let's just put in another sparkly plank warehouse. And I suppose why I can't find storage even though it's here. Yeah, I suppose that'll do. So that can be for that. That can be for sparkly blanks as an obtain. That can be for scrap as a supply. We can build any of this from where we are, but it will be here ready and waiting to take our call. Yeah, and I suppose we could, with the talk of the efficient mine, get that purchased now, and again, it's just kind of sat there ready and waiting. And then we'll just come off the end here, straight into the side. We've got nice easy transport for them to get about. So they're tearing through that quite nicely. Got 3 days left. So we do have the first row done, so that's quite good. That's going to sink a lot of metal. May not be the best idea to build all 3 layers at once to make it somewhat useful, but hey ho. We will fix it if it's a problem. So, where were we? Again, landscaping, and we do need this. We need to put it somewhere. And I don't get why it doesn't like sitting on there, to be fair. Oh, it's... We just need to get... Really need to get the power run into it, but I don't like anywhere where it's sat. I don't like it at all, but needs must, I suppose. I don't think they can even remotely reach the thing, but it is going to be just as easy to run a little tube way up here. So what's that? 3 and a 2. Yeah, so if we go, I don't know why I just deleted it, but we need, that is actually quite perfect. So again, this is going to be similar to what we've done with the angles that we've had flying about for everything. Or should it be? No, I'm gonna get rid, I'm gonna put it here. What's this thing? Okay. Again, some storage. I think dirt can only go into these, so that'll do for now, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. Dirt with more dirt. And we will stick this guy in, and we won't stick that guy in. Okay. We'll go with this then. And dirt. Like it was planned. That's exactly how I wanted it to be in the first place. So let's get that set to dirt and get path sorted. No, that isn't going to work, is it? It's not going to work at all. We're going to need to do that to get the tube in, and then we're going to need to make the stairs less appealing, so never mind. It was nice while... Oh, I can't even do that. Right. Let's think about this properly. So the tube's going to come down here and it needs to go into that side. So what we could do is take some advantage of this perhaps. Will it join to the front? I don't know if it'll join to the front actually. So let's just hitch it up one. We'll definitely join into that, and then we can get the stairs. Yeah, I think we'll just get the stairs going down. Yeah. Here eat. Bit convoluted, but it's going to be fine. And what we like for everything. Wood's still terrible. Thing that fits nicely, and it does. They can build that. No, they can't build that. They can't build that at all. They cannot build that at all. Plan B, I think. So delete that, delete that, delete that. We're going to have to build it from this side out, and that's first things first. I think 6, and it was... like so. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So this, they should be able to build that, and then 3, 1, and this bad boy. I think they can build on the top of that. Yes, they can. Okay, so yeah, that's perfectly sized. So what do we think this gap is? 5? That's on solid land, so they can build it. That is too high, so I've bin that off. But we can use this guy to achieve that. Ooh, just had a sickening thoughts. How am I going to build that? Never mind. Anyway, so I'll let them build that and then worry about hooking this up to power. We can probably come out of here, but we have to butcher some way to build that. Probably just temporary scaffolding with a suspension bridge should do what we need to do. Like so. If we build that, then yeah, we can. So power. Tap into it there. I think we can hook into that there. So with any luck, they can build that from the suspension bridge, and then we can just hook that in, and we should be able to take advantage of all that extra juicy power. So I've wasted so much time on that we are very much probably in trouble. So beavers need to come in here immediately and start pumping. So with 2.6 days, we'll see how badly I've messed that up. However, we can now, with any luck, weep for the beavers not being able to get to this because they can't reach it, but now they can. So they should get that finished, and I think we will wrap up this episode here. So let's just do a quick recap. They've managed to build these houses, which was quite a surprise, so that pathing is now fixed. That gives us not many beds. Oh no. Okay, we've got 23, that's fine. Hopefully that'll last them. So we've started to dig the dirt. That's going to be useful for sorting out this channeling later. We don't need it quite for now, but use the tubes they can get around. That's perfectly fine. We've started the mining area. Again, tube runs need to be made, but we can make those next time. And yeah, seemingly we're doing okay with the stocks and whatnot of the food. The raw materials are pretty okay. Coffee's not great, to be fair, but there's loads that they seemingly don't want to cut down. So is coffee bean storage? Do we have any? We do not. Okay, so we'll fix coffee bean storage next time as well. Not that we're short on coffee, to be fair. And yeah, I think we're probably going to look to increase mangrovage down in here to get some of the fruits in. Could do with some more of them. The fermented soybeans should be better than what they are. So we might need another one of these bad boys. But again, we'll pick those up for the next episode. Wood remains an issue. We will have some more soon. We'll blow this up next time and save you the suspension for that. We're probably going to need to fix the bad tide stuff here. So that's probably going to be investing in some of the irrigation barriers in this corner at least. But we'll see if it's a problem. But other than that, if you have any comments or anything you'd like to see, please chuck them down below. And see you guys next time.